You have any kids, Katie?
I do. I have 3.
How old are your kids?
One of them is being sneaky and she's behind me. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Hold on. I'm one of those people right now. She's about to be 6. I have a 15-year-old and I have an 11-year-old.
15-year-old and 11-year-old and a 6-year-old. All by the same man?
Yeah, no, actually I was married, so my 2 oldest are with my ex-husband and my youngest is with my childhood bestie. So
what's some deal breakers for you, Katie?
Ooh. Let's see. If you into Kevin Samuels,
What's good, YouTube? This is KB LaFleur. You can call me KB. Welcome back to another video, man. We got Kenji G and we got a sister over here. I mean, I guess you wouldn't say, like I said, anybody to me can be a sis. A white girl, Asian woman, whatever, sis. But we got a white woman right here who says she likes to date black men. And look, hey, listen, people, listen. She has kids by black men, but she don't want to date them if they don't date black women. Now, here's the thing. I low-key see where I low-key get where she's coming from. I get where she's coming from to some degree. But before we get into that, man, people, do me a huge favor, man. Do your brother a solid and leave me a like. Leave me a comment. Say what you want to say and leave me a subscribe, man. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe, you know. It doesn't cost anything to support this channel, man. We drop great content all the time. You know, like I said, man, if y'all enjoy this content, subscribe, man. Subscribe. And if y'all don't like the content, hey, you can subscribe later, or shoot, you just don't subscribe at all. But let's go ahead and jump into it.
Hello.
Hi.
What's your name?
My name is Katie.
Where you calling me from, boo?
I'm from Madison, Wisconsin.
Madison, Wisconsin. How old are you?
I am 34.
34. What you do for a living?
I'm an operations director of a nonprofit.
Okay.
So I'm kind of like a merge between management and social work.
Okay, between management and social work. You have any kids, Katie?
I do. I have 3.
How old are your kids?
One of them is being sneaky and she's behind me. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Hold on. I'm one of those people right now. She's about to be 6. I have a 15-year-old and I have an 11-year-old.
15-year-old and 11-year-old and a 6-year-old. All by the same man?
Yeah, no, actually I was married, so my 2 oldest are with my ex-husband and my youngest is with my childhood bestie. So
when did you get divorced?
I got divorced 7 years.
Dang, sis. Hey, but you kind of backwards. You gonna have kids with your best friend. See, that's what happens, right? See, people, listen. This what happens, right? Prime example is this sister right here. She just sat here and said, man, you know, I had a kid with my childhood best friend, right? Your childhood best friend that was probably in the friend zone. Listen, people, that was probably childhood best friend. Childhood best friend. And the crazy thing about it is, you have a childhood best friend. That means you grew up with this Negro. And you mean to tell me even he wasn't good enough to marry? He wasn't even good enough to have kids with the first go around? Not sitting over here, man. Granted, she got married. Granted, she did get married, and you can only appreciate that. With the 2 of her oldest kids, she got married to one of those men, which is kind of crazy because 15 and 34, goodness gracious. But you know, she got married to her first baby father, and you can respect that. I can respect that. But then you're talking about the second baby father, and this was your childhood best friend, and this is where a lot of your men talk about how you have a lot of good men sitting in the friend zone. You have a lot of good men sitting in the friend zone. Now, I know some women are going to sit up here and say, well, you know, look at them. They're breaking up right now. So who's to sit up here and say if they was messing around the first time she didn't have kids with that other dude, who's to say that they would still be together? I'm pretty sure, I'm positive that they would be together. I'm positive that they would be together. Why? Because number one, she didn't have any kids. Number two, it's your child. Y'all grew up. So y'all gonna have a certain connection. Now you're talking about after the fact. Now the brother sitting on here like, man, you know, people were probably sitting over there hyping them up and saying, brother, listen, she was y'all childhood best friend, and pretty sure you had a crush on her, but she didn't want to take you serious. She decided to take somebody else serious, then, you know, get kids with that guy. Now you're the backup plan. You know what I'm saying? You still decide to have kids with her. You know what I'm saying? A lot of your friends are in the friend zone. And a lot of your friends are getting pushed back and getting left back. And then fast forward, you know what I'm saying? Now the chick want to come back and saying, well, you know what? Hey, you know, I always liked you, but you know, da. And it's like, okay, well, you always liked me, but you know, now you got kids. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. So, prime example right here. A lot of your good men, a lot of your friends, a lot of these good men are in friend zones. A lot of your good men are overlooked. Then they get pulled out of the. Then they get their card pulled. They come right back around the circle. Hey, you know, hey, how you doing, bestie? What's up, girl? Blah blah. End up getting them feelings back or whatever. Now you dating her. Now it's all over the place. Now we're here. So like I said, man, it's sad, man. But for a lot of women, if y'all keep trying to look for good men, look in the friend zone. Look in the friend zone. And if y'all go back and look at my previous video, man, where a chick said good men aren't enough. The chick really said good men aren't enough. Y'all understand that women like that are very picky. So then once again, they get to 30, they get in their 30s, they get in the late 30s, right? Have kids on their hips. Then they want to go back and say, where are the good men? Well, since you had good men, but they were in your friend zone. You just didn't know, you overlooked some of these good men. You didn't want to take some of these good men serious. You wanted to be picky. You wanted to look for somebody that was compatible or whatnot. Now look at you. You know what I'm saying? Fast forward, you're 30-something years of age. You're trying to look for a good man. You're on the Kendra G show. And this is the example. This is what I'm saying. This is the prime example. This is what I'm saying. A lot of you women who are like that, who say good men aren't enough, this is what happens. Because look, she's beautiful as all get out. She is beautiful as all get out. Let's be real. She's beautiful as I don't know what. But she's 34 years of age. So I'm pretty sure back when she was young, man, she was bad and all of this. Now look at her. 30-something years of age. 3 kids by 2 different men. And you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. To me, that's crazy. And also, she don't look like a white woman. If you ask me, she don't look like a white woman. Look like she's mixed with something, right? She probably got a little bit of white in her, but it look like she's mixed with a little bit more than just white. I'm gonna just be honest with you.
A while ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you co-parent well with your children's dads?
With my 6-year-old, yeah. With my ex-husband, there's just a lot of trauma. So
Okay. We'll leave it at that.
him too much.
Okay. Will there be drama with a new guy with
No.
your ex-husband?
There's no drama, just and our kids are older. So my kids with my ex-husband are 15 and 11. So they have their own phones. So we don't communicate much.
That does not sound good, sis. I'm gonna be real with you. That does not sound good. You sitting up here saying we have issues, we have trauma, and this and that, and and then you turn around and sit up here and say, well, it ain't gonna be no issues. It ain't gonna be no baby daddy issues because these kids are in their father. These kids are with their fathers. Their fathers are in these kids' lives, right? And it's like, okay. But once again, people, this is why a lot of people say, man, you shouldn't date women, man, with kids, especially with tons of kids like this, because you don't know how the baby father's going to act. If she's already having issues with her baby father right now, it's only a matter of time till another man comes into the picture. You know what I'm saying? He wants to take him serious. And look, here's the thing, right? This is why I say a lot of your people shouldn't be stepfathers. You come up in a household, you want to take over the household. You're the man. You got to take over the household. You got to set down rules. The sis probably sitting over here saying, I don't want you to sit over here and put your hands on my kids. Don't want you disciplining my kids. Don't want you yelling at my kids. Well, so some rules got to get set down up in this joint. You don't. She's not the only one you have to worry about. You have to worry about the baby father. And like I said, if she's having issues with the baby father, I can just only assume that if another man comes into the picture and does something with these kids, because she said these kids are still with her baby father, right? The baby father's still in the kid's life. I'm pretty sure this man or whatever, the stepfather decides to do something to those kids, the stepfather is going to come up, the real father's going to come in here and he's going to start some ish. This is why a lot of people tell other men that don't have kids or just men in general, don't mess with some of these single mothers, man. because some of these baby fathers got issues. You don't know what the relationship is. You don't know what the relationship is. So you could be walking to a bad situation.
Okay. So this is Katie, Madison, Wisconsin, 34. When's your birthday or zodiac sign?
December 17th. I'm a Sagittarius.
Sagittarius. Okay. All right, let's do it, Katie. What kind of man you looking for, Blue?
I'm a professional. I am very racial justice informed. I'm very, I like to have deep conversations. I'm really big on social justice. That's
my fault. And another thing, she's saying that she's that she's professional. It baffles me, man, because you have a lot of sisters, right? You have a lot of sisters who say, man, they have that professional lifestyle. They have that professional mindset, but be having hella kids. Can't pick the right man for nothing. You can be smart in work. You can be smart in your work life, in the business life, what you do at your job. But then when it comes down to real world, a lot of your sisters ain't that bright. A lot of your sisters be picking the wrong guys. A lot of your sisters be picking shit men. Now, here's the thing, right? Now, I'm going to go ahead and nip this in the bud right here, right now, right? A lot of your sisters going to sit up here and say, it's a white woman. You can't sit over here and say, man, black women this. You can't. There should be no reason why you're bringing up black women. People, listen. Y'all see it just as much as I see it. We know what a white woman looks like, right? This sister right here don't look like no white woman. I'm just be real with you. She might got a little bit of white in her, but she don't look like no white woman. And let's just say she is a white woman. We're just gonna throw that out there. She is a white woman. Let's put that way. Number one, you can see how she looks. Number two, look at her kids. Look at her kids. Look at her third child. That is a light-skinned baby. Means she has the kid by a black man. 9 times out of 10, her 2 kids are by a black man. What I'm saying is she's influenced by black folk. Let's just be real. She's influenced by black folk. Prime example, 5-year-old foreign and his baby mama. His baby mama Hispanic, right? And, I was sitting here saying a lot of sisters this, a lot of sisters that, because it's the truth. You have a lot of sisters that come up here and say, she's a Hispanic, this and that, da-da-da. And it's like, but her baby father's black, her kid is black, she lives in New York, and she hang around a bunch of black folk. So that means she identifies more with black folk than any other race. This sister identifies more with black folk than any other race. I'm pretty sure all her best friends are black women. I'm pretty sure all her best friends are black women. So guess what? She's part of the black culture. So guess what? There's going to be a lot of things that she do that you see a lot of black women doing. So I could only put them together. Look at how she dressed. She dressed like some of your black women. Let's just be real. She gives off mannerisms of a black woman. She gives off a black woman's energy. So to sit up here and have women and sisters come up here and say, well, just because, she's white, da, da, da. Well, she Hispanic, da, da, da. It's like, are you missing the fact that she hangs around a bunch of black folk? Are you missing the fact that she has kids by a black man? Are you missing the fact that she has a black kid? Are you missing the fact that she has a lot of mannerisms of a black woman? Are you missing the fact that she almost act like a black woman? So that's what I'm saying. Nip all that shit in the bud. When you have women like this, you can tell, man, if somebody is more to one race or somebody is leaning more to another race. You can't sit up here and say, you can't sit up here and make a skin color a point of contention when once again, you're judged by your works. People, you're judged by your works. You're judged by your works. If you have kids by a bunch of black men, if you act like a black woman, you know what I'm saying? You have mannerisms of a black woman. People are going to look at you and say, okay, well, she's part of the black culture. Just like how you have a lot of black men, a lot of your black women who are proper, who dress well, who represent themselves well. What do black folks say? Well, damn, bro, man, shoot, bro, you a white man in a black person's body, bro. You is probably the whitest, blackest person I've ever met, bro. You're whitewashed because you're acting hella white. That's what you get all the time, right? That's what you get all the time. That's what you get all the time. And when that black person does something that is crazy, what do people say? That's that white people shit. He always hanging around white folk. But then when you see a white woman, or you see a Latino woman having all the mannerisms of a black woman, pretty much is a black woman in a white woman's body or in a Latina woman's body. Sisters would then get upset with you for trying to put them in that group, put them in a group with the black woman. They will literally get upset with you sitting over here trying to compare them to them. Like, oh, well, she's a white woman. She's a Hispanic woman. Don't sit over here and try to say that. Don't sit over here and try to bring up black women. You need to be sitting over here focused on the same race that they are part of. Sis, once again, she got black kids. She got a black baby father. She hang around a bunch of black folks. So I can only assume that she's picking up a lot of things from black people. That's all I'm saying.
My passion, that's what I do for a living. So I really want somebody that can match my energy in that realm. I make really good money, so I do well for myself, but it'd be nice for somebody to at least make as much as I make.
So what is that minimum?
I would say, I mean, it could be a little bit lower than me. So I guess you could do like 60K and above.
Okay, 60K and above. And then, that's only because you brought it up. Just to be clear, what is your race?
I'm white.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So racial injustice for
black folks, black
okay.
and brown folks. So like I work for the YWCA. It's actually a pretty well-known organization. So
oh yeah, I'm familiar with the YWCA.
Yeah, so I'm the operations director.
Oh no, I'm thinking of YMCA.
No, so the YWCA is our mission is empowering women and eliminating racism. So we have like a little bit different of a focus, but it kind of came from the same place that the YMCA came from.
Got you. Okay.
Hey people, what did I just say? Right? So their whole objective is empowering women, specifically black women, and trying to end racism, right? But specifically empowering black women, right? But once again, she has kids by black men. She in a sense give off an energy of a black woman, right? She has mannerisms of a black woman. But then we will still sit up here and have sisters get upset with somebody like myself saying, man, a lot of you sisters can't be acting like this because she act just like a sister. She's a part of the sisterhood. But then, like I said, sisters will get upset with me trying to say something about sisters because once again, she's acting just like that. So it's like, man, hey, look. You can't be acting like that. Well, why you bringing up sisters? Don't be bringing up sisters. People, sis, what are you talking about? She hang around you all day. But see, once again, right? When this sister does something negative, when this white woman who always hang around black folk, or when this Latino woman who always hang around black folk, who identify with black people, does something negative, then you have sisters say, even though they do exactly what we're doing, but because they're different skin complexions, we don't want you then, we don't even want you trying to compare them to us. We don't even want you trying to compare them to us. So guess what? We're gonna miss the whole point that you're saying, even though it's facts, we're gonna miss that whole point. We're just gonna focus on her skin color. Sisters, it's time to grow up.
So I do like housing justice work. So I basically manage a building that houses shelter, homeless shelter work. I actually coordinated and started my own tenant education program. So like, I'm very passionate about just like social issues, and I want to be able to have those conversations. I want to see, I want somebody that I can, and it doesn't matter. It can be somebody with any race or nationality. My kids' dads do happen to be black men. That does just happen to be, I think, the demographic I've been around my whole life. So I don't have like a specific preference for black men. I just have a proximity to them because of where I've been. But I'll date any race, anything.
People, listen to what the fuck I just said. She just sat here and just said that she's been around that demographic her whole life. But the second she does something negative and we bring that up and we're putting her in a group of black women, then it's, well, she's white. You can't do that. The hypocrisy, bro. That shit is crazy to me. When they want to be a part of us, we accepting them or whatever. And then sometimes you got some of them saying culture vultures. But 9 times out of 10, if a white woman is sitting over here saying, man, look, I want to be a part of y'all, black women accepting all of that. She's taking all, like, look, black women teaching them how to twerk, black women teaching them how to goddamn, cuss a nigga out, black women teaching them all of this shit. But the second they actually implement that, and then one of the brothers say, man, look, I know you out here hanging around a bunch of black folk. You need to goddamn freaking fix y'all shit. Y'all black women need to fix y'all shit. Then it's, oh man, she white. You can't sit over here and you can't bring her over here. You need to focus on the real person. You need to focus on their group. People, come on, man. That shit crazy. I called it. And see, here's the thing. Kendra G had posted this video 24 hours ago. At this time of posting this video, she had posted this video 21 hours ago, right? This is a blind reaction, people. I'm just watching this. But see, here's the thing, right? In the black culture, I deal with, look, y'all see the type of content I do. I'm getting the same thing from a lot of sisters every single time. So I'm hip to what a lot of these sisters are saying. I'm hip to what a lot of these sisters are saying. And it's coming true.
Just as long as you have the same passions and.
So you'll say a white man if he is also as passionate about black issues?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he gotta have a little flavor.
Okay, he gotta have some
Little
flavor.
something.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
A little
something.
something.
I like hip hop. I'm like a rap geek, you know.
Who's your favorite artist?
I love Wale.
Okay.
I love
Okay.
Wale. So I'm from Wisconsin. I live in Wisconsin now, but I lived in the DMV for 10 years. So I have a little East Coast in me
Okay.
too.
Fair enough. So what's some deal breakers for you, Katie?
Ooh. Let's see. If you into Kevin Samuels, can't do that. I do not like black men that don't like black women. That's weird to me. I don't like that. So you gotta like me just because I'm Katie. You can't like me because I'm a white girl. That's a no. And I pick up on that real quick.
Yeah, you can pick up on that real quick, but you can't pick up on the right man. That makes no sense. And this is how a lot of women are, right? It's how mainly your sisters, because you hear it in the community a lot. A lot of your sisters say, "Man, shoot, the second I start feeling bad energy, I'm out of there. I always feel bad energy. Oh, nigga, man, I pick up on bad energy. I pick up on bad vibes. If I get a bad vibe, I'm out of there." But then, right? You sitting over here got tons of kids by ain't shit niggas, but you ain't pick up on how shit they were. You ain't pick up on their bad vibes. You were just gullible for them. And she say Kevin Samuels, you know, she's saying if you agree with Kevin Samuels, you out of there. People, listen, a lot of you women, man, who have kids are going to be triggered by what Kevin Samuels say. So you just gonna leave it at that. And addressing her saying, you know, hey, I don't like no black men who don't like black women. I get where she's coming from, because you do have some men, you know, man, I want to date white women, black women, die. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that, right? And like I said, to me, right, and it's probably just a preference thing for certain guys, but to me, right, I've loved white women. Like I said, I've always loved white women. Shit, that was my thing back in high school, back in middle school and high school. I was white girl crazy. But I never sat up here and distance myself from black women. I never said, man, you know, I'm done with black women. I was frustrated with a lot of black women. Which was one of the reasons what drove me to continue to mess with a lot of white women. But when you have a lot of black women, man, a lot of black women just it was irritating. But it was never enough for me to sit up here and say I'm done dating black women and the hell with black. You would never hear that shit come out of my mouth. I'm dating a black woman right now. You would never hear that shit come out of my mouth, because there are always good black women. There are always good black women. You just gotta use your discernment and find them. I mean, they're out there. You just gotta find them. There's plenty of good black women. But I get what she's saying. Some of your men do glorify other women. And like I said, right, I understand the state of black women today is terrible. I understand it's terrible, but once again, right, there's a whole lot of good black women out there. And for a lot of your men that chooses to, you know, say, man, I'm done with black women, the hell with black women, fuck them, nah. Like, you can understand it to some degree, right? You can understand them to some degree, because like I said, the state of black women today is very bad. But like I said, if you somebody like me, you're gonna go out there and go look for them. I don't care what nobody's saying. This, and you know, you got the passport bros. My thing on the passport bros, I understand them, but I'm not about to sit over here and spend thousands and thousands of dollars and sit over here and go look for some love. That's just me. But let's go ahead and get back into it.
That's a big deal breaker for me. Smoker, that's nasty. I'm 5'7", so I'm not doing anybody any shorter than me. And anybody that doesn't have a car or a job, that's a no.
Okay. I like you, Katie.
Thank you.
Katie, you gotta mention he could be any race, But does he have to look a certain way?
I'll do medium ugly.
Medium ugly.
Medium
What is
ugly.
ugly?
With a great personality.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to have some swag and you have to be able to dress. Because I like to dress. So,
okay.
I'll do medium ugly. It doesn't have to look a certain way. I've done chubby. I've done skinny. I've dated all, like, different types of guys.
Okay. You did all different types of guys.
Yeah.
Does he have to make us? Oh, you already answered the money question. We got there early. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay. I kind of got something big going right now. But, you know, I'm just a little... Hold on. Let me unbutton.
You getting people excited? You get them excited. Okay. Oh, yeah. I was going to say I could tell that you were smaller than that was going to let us see.
Yeah.
Okay.
I work out, but like I have, you know, goals I need to get to. But I'm just at this part of my life where like I've been through some stuff. You know, I got a little baggage, but you know, my bags are, you know, they're nice and pretty and packaged and they're together. But I am working on like my fitness goals, my spiritual goals, like my professional goals. So I just want somebody that's going to align with me in that way. I'm in therapy. I'm doing my work. So.
Okay. So Katie, can the guy have kids? I can't remember.
Yes.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie though. I mean, like I did the stepmom thing and I love my stepbaby to death. She's grown now. I did that at a really young age. So like if they're older, I would prefer that.
Okay. Do you want more kids?
No.
And what's the age range you would date?
I just got done with younger. So I would say I'm 35. So I would say 35 to, I would say 33 to 45.
33 to 45.
Yeah.
Does he have to be in Madison, Wisconsin?
No, I'll do anything in the Midwest. Maybe East Coast.
Does he have to fly you out if he's not there?
Yeah.
If he flies
Definitely.
you out, is he getting some?
I don't know. I'm a vibes person. I'm definitely not obligated to.
Okay. Fair enough. All right, so Katie, we did a Kendra Cam. What was your last relationship?
My youngest daughter's dad.
Okay.
It's been a minute.
You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
On my birthday. And
Well, when's your birthday?
December 17th.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Katie, why do you think you're single?
I've had a couple epiphanies this last year. I've been very like, I'm gonna raise my kids. I don't want anybody around. I don't want anybody around my kids, and I just want to focus on me. And you know, I kind of had this like little epiphany over the last month or so where I'm like, you know, I really want a partner. And I think that I have put out in the universe that I didn't want a partner. And I think that that's kind of like the energy that I put out, was that I was just like, I'm very independent. And I think independence is emotional, financial, spiritual. I'm independent in all of those aspects. So I think that I've kind of given the I got this vibe. And now I'm kind of ready to let somebody lead me, you know.
And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I am hilarious. I can cook my ass off, like for real. I can cook. And I'm just great. I'm just great to be with. Like, I'm just dope. I know I'm dope. I want somebody to know that I'm dope and go from there, you know?
Okay. Listen, I ask this question at times. Your kids are old, 15, 11, and 6, but sometimes men have a caution with women with kids. So what would you say to the guy that might be cautious because you have 3 kids?
I got this. Like, I have my kids. My kids don't need, like, they have father figures. I have a very solid family. I have a very solid support system. They're very well-rounded kids, so I got them. And I would be very intentional about bringing somebody around my children. So it really wouldn't be a concern to them until I've chosen them. You know what I'm saying? So if they cautious, then they can stay cautious. That's fine.
I like you, Katie. I do. You spicy.
I
but you the right.
am.
But you the right mix of spicy.
Mm-hmm.
You're spicy if it needs to come out. I love that you're confident. I will say this because I can tell you a part of our community, which I love, but you stand your ground. You know, like I have so many non-Black friends, but they stand their ground. You know, you're not gonna punk them because they're not Black, and I respect that. So I like you. I think
Thank you. Yes, and I have like that's the thing. That's why I'm so intentful about not dating Black men that only exclusively date white women, which happens in Wisconsin a lot. Because like I said, my proximity to Black men is through Black women. All my friends, all my best friends are Black women. It's been that way since I was a child. So it's just kind of like a proximity thing. So I think I've picked up on a lot of like, you know.
And we're going to end that right there, man. You know, and look, hey, right? She does seem like a pretty good woman. She's very articulate and everything. You know what I'm saying? But 3 kids, you have the mannerisms of a Black woman. Look, hey, listen, y'all see it. Y'all see how she sound. Y'all see how she's acting. I mean, look, like I said, she gives off, like she has mannerisms of a Black woman, but she's also articulate and seems very smart. Until she go out here and start getting around men, you know, and then it didn't get a little crazy. But see, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, man. And, you know, she's saying, here's what I do not like about a lot of these single mothers, man, that I ask, you know, how, you know, what is your stance on men, how they would feel moving cautiously about you having kids. I hate when women sit up here and say, well, you know, the kids you don't have to worry about. People, women stop saying that. Women stop saying, man, men don't have to worry about the kids, knowing damn well men gonna have to worry about the kids. And see, y'all say that right now because y'all know, hey, man, look, you don't have to worry about the kids. You don't have to worry about the kids. In order to get the man to feel some type of way to say, okay, well, sure, I don't have to worry about the kids. She's telling me I don't have to worry about the kids, so I can really just focus on her. People understand that at a certain point in time in that relationship, you're going to have to worry about them kids. She's going to sit up here and say, well, you know what, hey, what happened if one of the baby fathers stopped messing with the damn kids and say, you know what, man, the hell with it, I don't want to mess with these kids. He's going to have to pick up that role, right? She might not say nothing. She might not say nothing off rip, but at some point in time, it's going to come out. She's going to say, well, you know what, hey, and she's going to, and look, I'm telling you right, they're going to smooth that shit over. They're going to be, well, you know, listen, I understand, man, you know, I say, you know, my kids are good and everything, but, you know, one of the fathers just not acting right or whatever. Could you just go over there, you know, just like, you know, be a father figure, you know, because that's why you're here, Or, hey, well, you know what? Listen, you know, his father's not even messing with him. And listen, you've been around here long enough. Why don't you just take him up under your wing? Why don't you just help him out? I mean, you see him every day. Women do this shit on a daily. Women sit up here, they do this shit on a daily, man. Women sit up here and tell you not to worry about something just for you to then have to worry about it later on in a relationship. That's how it always works. When they tell you don't worry about something, at some point in time, you're going to have to worry about it. Their kids, you're always going to have to worry about because that is their pride and that's their joy. So if you constantly walking around their kid and let's just say their kid hungry as hell, hey, shit, I don't have to take care of him. You say I ain't have to take care of him. Now all of a sudden you want me to take care of him. Now all of a sudden you want me to start feeding these kids. So people, don't fall in that trap. Don't fall in that trap. You will always have to worry about that kid. Man, look, before I even get up out of here, man, y'all do me a huge favor, man. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, and leave me a subscribe. And y'all let me know down below, man, is any of this stuff reasonable? I feel like she's saying she wants somebody, man, that can make a little bit more than her, and she will take a little bit less. She's saying she wants cool with a man making 60K. Hey, and that's fine. That's a little bit reasonable. I say, man, you know, hey, lower it a little bit more because your average man makes 40 to 50K. So, I mean, you want the average man, you might as well just go ahead and say, well, you know what? Scratch the 60. I'm cool with him making 45K, 50K. So y'all do me a huge favor. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, and leave me a subscribe.